Hello everyone, it's Greg from Edinburgh and Linlithgow Renaissance Fencing Academy here. Today's video is a short one on the topic of polearms within Grassi's late 16th century fencing system. So I've recently finished teaching a short term on polearms fencing at my club in Edinburgh. And I kind of wanted to make this video just as a conclusion to that course and a reminder of some core concepts. So I'm basically going to go through how to handle or manipulate the weapons. So the Grassi system is of course an integrated system. The core principles are meant to be applied in a very similar way across all of the weapon forms within the work. So all of the tactical principles and the footwork and the body posture of rapier fencing should be applied to polearms fencing. However, because the weapon is a very different shape and size, you have to manipulate it differently with your hands. So I'm going to cover some of those aspects in a practical way in today's video, and I'll just show you a few very simple exercises which I try to do from time to time and which you can do at home as well, as long as you have a suitable sized staff or polearm trainer. All right, let's get into it. Start with thrusts, as they're de Grassi's preferred attack of choice. The thrust should be driven by the rear hand and arm and not the front hand. The front hand supports the action, but the power comes from the rear one. So that's what I'm practicing here, adding in a bit of footwork after I'm comfortable with the action. Note that the haft can slide a little through the lead hand to extend the attack if necessary. Now, basic cuts. Cuts are powered with a push-pull action where both hands are levering the weapon forwards. So here I'm performing a kind of circular action to make a fendente cut, and the two hands you can see are acting in concert together to power the attack. And now I'm just adding in a little bit of footwork as you would do in your fencing. The fendente mandrito is of course the most powerful and instinctive cut to make, but you can make cuts on other lines as well. Here's an ascendente cut. It's the same principle. Now cuts with a hand change. Same mechanic applies, but during the preparation of the cut, the rear hand moves up to swap places with the lead hand. And this allows you to attack in another line without ending up in an awkward, twisted position. Once again, I'm just familiarizing myself with the hand movements before adding in some footwork, as you can see here. Different types of footwork would be possible with this style of cut. I'm just experimenting a little, trying to get the hand change mechanic as constant as I can. As an ascendente cut, for example. Finally, we come to the cavazioni, or disengagements, extractions. Here, both hands are manipulating the haft a little bit like with the cuts, but the rear hand is doing more of the work than the lead hand. And it's really necessary to have a nice loose grip of the haft, not so loose that it can be knocked out your hand, of course, but you need to be able to perform tight disengagements and then follow up attacks like the thrusts here. Okay, so that's really the last technique I wanted to cover.